Hey, what's up, you guys? I'm back with another video. I know y'all thinking, yo, Jay, bro, like it's been like 3 weeks, bro. What the hell? I get it, I get it, I get it. And you know what? Y'all right. Hear me out though. I had to go to work and I have school. I have school right now, so it's gonna be difficult for me to just be really consistent on here. But I am gonna do it. I know, no, like, hear me out, y'all. I know y'all mad, but hear me out. This time I'm dead ass. Like, I'm gonna be consistent. Like, I'm gonna keep uploading. I'm not gonna be going away for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month. Excuse me. I'm going to upload consistently. I'm thinking every other day if I can, if not every other 2 days. But you guys have to put into consideration that, I'm doing other things right now. So because like I said, this isn't my main thing. I keep telling you guys that each video I do. But let's just get right into it. Enough about me. Let's talk about, first I would like to discuss my expectations for next season. Well, this season now. This season coming up. The 26-27 season. So we have some arrivals, we have some departures, we have a new manager, we have a lot of things going on that's new. Sam Khedira coming back and being assistant for Mourinho. It's just a lot going on. So let's start first with the friendly tomorrow, which is against Deportivo La Coruña. My expectation is obviously for the squad to win that game, and it's a little cup. It's a final, I guess. It's like for a trophy. Excuse me, you guys. I'm a little gassy. I was just drinking a little bit of soda, and I didn't have anything for work when I was there. So, yeah. They were also saying, sorry, I keep losing my train of thought. They were also saying that Yan Diomande is not going to be selected for tomorrow's friendly against Deportivo La Coruña. I guess they don't want to risk him just yet. I guess it's too early, and I don't really blame them. He literally just got here like a few days ago, not even a whole week. So I don't want to rush him into a game and start immediately trying to see what works with him or not. I want to keep letting Mourinho have training with him, see how he's like in the scrimmages with the team, see different schemes that work in practice. Because if I feel like if you throw him in a friendly right now and if like he doesn't score or doesn't get an assist, the way this fan base is right now, they would kind of like criticize him way too much. Like, he is the most expensive transfer in Real Madrid history, so I don't want to just set him up for failure. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get that it's just a friendly, but you know how people are. Like, look how Barcelona lost their friendly, and look how much shit people are talking about the signings that they just made. So imagine if Real Madrid go and lose tomorrow with Diomande playing, how much shit they're gonna talk about that signing virtually, like being the most expensive one. They're already gonna start calling him a flop, all that. It's just, you don't want to set the kid up for failure or make the kid uncomfortable right when the season is gonna start. So for me, I don't disagree with Real Madrid not selecting Diomande for that friendly tomorrow. Next thing I would like to speak about, that's a very, very hot topic, is the Julian Alvarez situation. Could challenge his 500 million release clause in court if Atletico keeps blocking a move to Barcelona. Also, Julian has just returned to Atletico Sporting Center. So they had a meeting earlier. That's what you guys heard about. They wanted a meeting earlier. The meeting never happened. Them men didn't even show up. They told freaking Simeone that he could take another 3-day vacation, and they just pretty much told Julian, yo bro, get ready to put that Atletico jersey on because you are not going absolutely anywhere. So Julian, he sat down with his agent for like 3 hours or whatever, and then now after that meeting, he's coming back with another agent to the Sporting Center, and he would like to speak directly with the club to express his desire to leave. I assume that this is his last straw, going back to try to leave on good terms and leave respectfully with Atletico before he goes out to the media and starts lashing out very, very hard on them and saying, hey, I don't want to be here anymore, just right out to the public. So the couple points that I wanted to touch on that I don't see any other content creator touching up on is, so I was watching, Faisal's take on this situation of Julian, and his point was that Julian should basically come out in the media and say, I don't want to be here anymore, just kind of like how Isak was doing, and don't show up for training, don't show up for practice, like completely be against the club and force your way out. And I understand what he was saying, and I get where he was coming from. But also at the end of the day, Julian, if Barca, like, so when Schlotterbeck re-signed with Dortmund, and he got a renewal with Dortmund, he put in that contract that if Real Madrid or if other clubs go for him, the clubs of his choice, that clause, that his clause would go to a lower amount for these specific clubs. What I don't understand is why Julian would A, go to a rival of Barcelona, B, not put a clause in that contract saying that, hey, if Barcelona comes for me, the release clause specifically for them is going to be lower, because that is the dream, my actual dream club. But that's why I go back and argue, why are you signing with the rival like Atletico? You get what I'm saying? And if Barca's really in the back of your mind, if you truly one day would wanted to play for Barca, bro, why even go to Atleti, brother? Like, and sign specifically a 6-year deal. Not even going to Atleti is one issue, you know what I'm saying? But signing for freaking 5 years, Julian. No clause, no nothing to save your ass in case you wanted to leave. Just 6 years flat out, and it's all in Atleti's hands. Do you not know the type of club Atleti is, brother? Like, for me, this situation, I don't see people blaming Julian, and I feel like he should take part of the blame, bro. Like, you're the one who signed this shit. At the end of the day, it's 2 signatures, not 1. Like, nobody forced you to sign that contract. Nobody told you to look at those terms and be like, hey, you have to sign this. Like, you have to sign. Nobody said that. You made a choice as a grown man that this was what you wanted to do for the next however many years, and that it didn't matter if a club came for you, because you clearly didn't put that in the contract, that if a club came for you, you would lower the clause. So you, in your head, you imagined yourself spending a long time at Atleti, brother. Like, that was your decision. That's what you guys had a contractual agreement on. And I understand that you talk to the higher ups. It's a rumor going around that you had a verbal agreement that, hey, if I one day I want to go to Barca, you'll let me. But that's not good enough. You need to put that in contract, bro. Like, that's still on you. You're a grown ass man. You're a grown ass man, and you, like, brother, like, this is. I'm sorry, bro. Like, I get that Atleti's getting like a lot of the heat of this, and they're getting, as they should, because that's not cool. You never want to force a player to stay at your club if they really want to leave. Like, that's not cool. And I'm not here defending Atleti, brother. But what I'm saying is, Atleti is such a scumbag piece of shit club, bro, that you don't, bro, there's proof in the pudding throughout the years. Y'all can just go out and search that. I don't have to sit here and bash a club. This is not what this video is for. But Atletico is such a, like, scumbag club, bro, that you should have known that a verbal agreement isn't good enough with that club. At the end of the day, you're a grown ass man. You sat down and you signed that contract with Atleti saying that you wanted to be there for however many years y'all agreed on. Schlotterbeck, when he signed, renewed with Dortmund, he knew in the back of his mind that he didn't want to be here all these years at Dortmund if a club came for him. And he put that in the contract. It wasn't just a verbal agreement, he put it in the contract. And he also didn't really go to a rival of any, like, club. Like, Dortmund's not really like a rival. It's just kind of like Bayern. And even Bayern don't really hate them, because Dortmund's kind of like an academy for Bayern, bro. So it's not like they hate each other's guts, no. So for me, Julian, like I always said, it was the issue of not putting a clause in the contract and just not moving smarter. Signing a 6-year deal in general. It's like you when you sign a 6-year deal or however many, like a 5-year deal, however many years he signed, but it was a many-year deal. When you sign the deal like that, you plan to be there at that club for a while, bro. Like you plan to be there. You plan to be the figure of that club. You don't just plan to be there for 1-2 seasons and then go to their rival at that in the same league, fighting for the same competitions that this club is keeping Atleti out of. So it's not like Atleti is completely in the wrong. Man, I'm not defending them as a club. I want you guys to get that in your head. I'm not sitting here defending Atleti completely, bro. I'm saying both are at fault and both should take equal blame. And I feel like Barca fans should stop with the narrative of just it's completely Atleti. I don't see y'all putting no blame on Julian. Like y'all making it seem like he's this innocent, sweet little creature that's being held hostage, bro. Like that's not what's going on. He signed an agreement. He doesn't want to agree to the agreement. At the end of the day, he's a grown man. He knew that he could, if he knew that he could negotiate that contract. That hey, if Barcelona come knocking, that 120 mil or however 500 million release clause goes to 100 million. You get what I'm saying? But you can't expect to go back on your word if it doesn't go your way. So at the end of the day, think of it as a real job. If you go and sign a contract for a job saying, hey, I want to work here for this many years, right? You have the right. Or let's say you sign a contract in general and they say, hey, you're going to work here for 5 years, right? And you say in the second year, hey, I don't want to work here anymore. I want to go work at the company that's competing with this company. How do you think this the company that you signed with is gonna look at you? Like, bro, no. I'm not giving you to the rival, gang. Like that's not what's gonna go happen here. We have a contract, and the contract says you can't go to the rival. Do you get what I'm saying? Like it's similar. So Julian knew. He's a grown man, bro. He knows this. I just don't like that. Even Real Madrid content creators is making it seem like, bro, like this is the end of the world for like this is Julian is this innocent, sweet little creature, and he had no wrongdoing, and there's nothing he could have done to make the situation better for himself. That he's just a little boy, being held hostage. Somebody needs to go save him. This is all nonsense, bro. I don't think of this situation like all that. I really don't. I don't hate Julian Alvarez. I don't disagree with what he's doing. But man, I don't know why he's going back to the facility like that's gonna do anything. Atleti's not gonna budge. So now let's talk about the Rodri situation. Update. There are some details missing in the Rodri operation. Man City want 80 million euros for Rodri, while Barca don't expect to reach that high of a fee. City also wants to sign his replacement, Boatti, before selling Rodri, with both clubs still negotiating the payment on installments. So, I see a comment, if this deal collapses, Madrid fans will finish us in this space. Before I show you guys what I said, I want you guys to remember exactly what went on this summer. We signed Cucurella. First we got Konate on a free. We signed Cucurella. We signed Bernardo. We signed Diomande. And we were about to sign Rodri last. Rodri, if you remember, at the end of the World Cup, was getting mentioned by Madrid fans a shit ton because he originally, it was said that he wanted to join Real Madrid. It was a lot of credible reports coming out that Perez did not want to get Rodri in the beginning of after the World Cup. Reason being because he was expensive and injury prone. Also at 30 to 31 years of age, Perez did not see that deal as worth it. And Barca fans were saying that, oh, we're stupid, we're broke, this, that, the third. And they were saying how, you know how Barca fans just are. They just talk out their ass. Now it's being done to them. Man City saying, Barca, if you want Rodri, you guys somehow managed to convince him that he shouldn't go to Real Madrid. He should join Barca, but y'all still getting the same price. Barca threw them 50. They said no, we want 80. I heard that they threw them 60 again, and they're gonna go no, we want 80. Seems like, because this report came out like an hour ago. So this person said if this deal collapses, Madrid fans will finish us in the space. I said we literally said it was too expensive, so prioritized other positions squad needed, then left him for last, and y'all made fun of us thinking y'all did food chain. Because that's really all that happened. He grew impatient, then he chose Barca because we were focused on other positions, more importantly for the squad. It wasn't like we were dying for him all summer. It took a lot. You had to convince Florentino. There was a whole week of freaking trying to convince him to even try to ask for him for what would it take to get Rodri. But Florentino did not even want to budge. If we look at Rodri, he's 6'3", he's 30. He played only like 21 games last season. But if you look at his World Cup cameo, he did very well. And that is what's convincing everybody. Is because of his World Cup that he's going to be able to do good with Barca. For me, I don't think he's going to do as good as people think. Reason being is because if you look at the World Cup, the whole time that Spain were looking better and Spain was looking like Spain and an actual good team was when they started to use the midfield of Rodri. No, it wasn't this one. It was when they started to use, where's Portugal? Right there, right? Excuse me, y'all, I'm gassy as hell. It was when they started to use Rodri, Fabian Ruiz, and Merino. He benched Pedri, and all these guys started to connect well. Also, it's a different system, but same formation. So with Spain, they like to hold the ball, they like to be a little more patient, and they don't really like to high press. They like to be a little more patient on the defense because they're so tactically good that they have tactical awareness to put you in uncomfortable positions without having to press you, if that makes sense. Like, so let's say Trossard has the ball here. They won't rush at you like 70 miles per hour like Barcelona does. They just position themselves already for the next possible pass outlet, if that makes sense. Barcelona like to pressure on the heavy touch. Sometimes they'll pressure on the next pass. But Spain, they all of them are like very high IQ and intelligent and have good chemistry together, that they just know like where to go at all times. They don't necessarily have to press. They're cool with just sitting back a bit, if that makes sense. Barca's not. Barca, if they go back, it's a goal because they don't have the defensive capabilities like a Laporte, a Cucurella, or a Pedro Porro in their defense to keep that defensive shape. So for me, not only is Rodri and Pedri a liability on the defensive end, I believe, but also you're putting Barcelona in a very uncomfortable situation because Rodri is not, he's 30, bro. He's not going to be doing that high press shit that Barca wants to play. and that's not what Spain was playing in this World Cup. So for me, Rodri and Pedri is going to be ones to look at for this season. I don't know, like, if you ask me personally, am I scared of Rodri joining Barcelona? No. Am I? Do I think that Barca is gonna dominate or Real Madrid is gonna dominate? Like, do I think one team's gonna dominate the other? And not necessarily. No, not this season. No. I feel like Barcelona is gonna get a win against Real Madrid, and I feel like Real Madrid is gonna get a win against Barcelona. I also feel like Real Madrid is gonna get a title as well as Barcelona. Which titles? I believe that this season Madrid is actually gonna win the league. I don't believe Mourinho's gonna like settle with letting the rivals three-peat the league. So I feel like he's gonna go on an all-out kind of thing to try to really fight for that league. I feel like he's gonna prioritize that a little bit more than even the Champions League, because it's just we can't go like 4 or 5 years without not winning the league. Like, if we don't win it this year, I doubt we're winning it next year either, because Barca's just getting stronger. So we have to, you know, go for the kill. In my opinion, that's what we have to do. We can't just be sitting and waiting for things to happen. If you're asking me if I think that this Madrid squad is good to win the Champions League this season, Jesus, look at Feather's positions, bro. What the fuck? Yo, everybody got like all these positions. What the hell? Bernardo, Arda, Diamande, Brahim. I would have sold Brahim, bro. He pisses me off. Rodrigo. So I feel like it's possible, but it depends on Mourinho and the squad. So what do I mean, Mourinho and the squad? It depends if Mourinho doesn't get, if he gets into a fight with like Mbappe like and him start beefing like midway throughout the season, this shit's not gonna work. You might as well like call this shit fries and tell these like you just hand the trophies over to whoever, bro, because we're not winning shit. So it depends on that aspect of things. Like, if he's really beefing with like an important player, then the season's in jeopardy. If also the players are getting along with each other, then fuck me, we will actually do much better. If the players don't fight when things aren't going their way, or they have to be benched, then yes, I believe that we can, bro. This squad is strong as fuck, bro. Like, defensively, we're a bit weak, but the signings that we made over the summer, we can't overlook them just because we didn't sign Rodri, bro. Like, come on, we made some good signings for the squad, bro. And we have Mourinho there. That's like a no-nonsense manager, which is exactly the type of profile we need right now, because we have a lot of bullshit going on, and we got to take that bullshit away. So I'm excited for this season. I'm excited. I do think this squad has the capabilities to go win trophies. I just can't put my finger on what trophies right now, because I have to go see them play, of course. But I do expect them at least to win 2 trophies this season. I want them to win La Liga, and I want them to win a Copa del Rey or UEFA Super Copa. I want 2 trophies. I want them to win 2 trophies this season, because 6 signings, yeah, you can't just sit and not go win a title. You can't for a 3rd consecutive season at that. So no, and especially after all that shit Perez was saying when the season ended over there, when he had a whole like breakdown. So let's just hope and pray that everything goes well. Do I think that we're gonna sign a midfielder? No. Do I think that we're gonna sign another center back? No. I feel like this is what you see here is gonna be the squad for next season, whether you like it or not, whether I like it or not. This is gonna most like 9.5 out of 10 be the squad. The only thing that might be different is maybe some more people are leaving, but even that like this is the squad. Like, nobody knew was coming. Nobody else knew was coming in this season. I don't believe that Perez is gonna budge for another center back from Mourinho, because we already have like 4 here and none of them want to leave. I don't believe that he's gonna budge for another midfielder from Mourinho, because he's gonna use the excuse that we already signed Bernardo Silva. And I also bet on that he's trying to save like enough on the budget, or just keep an eye out in case there's a way for him to sign Dolise, even if that's next season or in 2 seasons. So yeah, man, this is all I wanted to get off my chest. I know I had you guys here for like a pretty long time, longer than usual. I just feel like you guys deserve like a longer video, because I haven't really been uploading. I've been just going through a lot. And also, I wanted to give a few seconds to speak and spread awareness for the earthquake that just happened in Colombia. It reached a 7.4, 7.5 magnitude. A lot of people, like 47 people passed away. As you guys know on this channel, that I am a Colombian, so thank God that nobody in my family was hurt. They do live near the region where it happened, but nobody was like very physically badly hurt, which is the most important thing. But I just wanted to go spread awareness that there was a very tragic event in the country, and if you guys can and would like to donate, there are very good pages out there for you to donate to. That's real, but just make sure that they're real. I'll put some in the description if you guys are interested. But that's all I wanted to say. I appreciate you guys for watching. Please like the video. Please like the video and subscribe, the most important thing. And I'll catch you guys. Maybe I'll make a second video for you today. We'll see though. And I'll catch you guys in another vid. Peace.